All right, hello. We are live.
We're on. We're alive,
We're
people.
live. I'm gonna just get all set up here, but we should be live.
Hey, hello everyone. Let us know if you can hear us, if we're loud and clear. Comment below and put your name on so we can say hi to you. Welcome. I am curious how the weather is everywhere, because here in Ohio it's a little bit unique, like Ohio weather usually is, but
Yeah.
a couple days ago we had 65 degrees and now today it's snowing, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you get it all over the states. It's like that. I mean, apparently it's snowing in California, so we don't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Okay. As always, I like
Sounds
to
good. Hi,
have my
Wendy.
phone here, check on
Jean.
things.
So the screen's over here. So if we're not looking at you, we're looking at your comments.
Yeah.
Howdy, howdy. Hey, William.
Hey, Billy, wie bist du?
Billy, huh?
I just assume it's Billy.
So William Klein, your name in Pennsylvania Dutch is Willy.
Right, there's two Williams.
I probably mispronounced his last name.
Hello from Tampa, Florida.
Hey.
How's the snow there?
Hey, Uncle Bo.
Not
Always has our
fair.
back.
That's right. Can I do that, honey?
Sure.
I'm doing some stuff here. You can do it and talk, honey.
Well, if I can see the comments.
Right. I got you covered, buddy. I got you covered.
Frenchy fry, huh?
Frenchy fry.
Got Frenchy fries in the house. Well, I can't see them.
Sorry. What am I doing
Often
here?
raining, getting colder. Yes, it is.
All right, I'll just come back over here.
Hello from New Hampshire. Hi. Washington State. Cool. What's my name in Pennsylvania Dutch? Oh my goodness, I don't know how to pronounce your name in the first place. Zapta.
I have to see it. I can't do without
It's not a
seeing.
touch screen.
Right, it's
I
not.
can't scroll back. Sorry, I lost you. Ich bin gut, says Lily.
All right.
Hey, Josh and Sarah. Just Rubicon. Hi. Bishop's on here.
Hey, the bishop.
Pastor Clifton. Yay, Australia. God.
Yeah, he's from Australia.
Excellent.
Yeah, come see him sometime.
Awesome.
If we come to Australia, we'll let you know. You know,
From snowy Minnesota.
in like
Trippy
20
is
years.
freezing. He's frozen.
Yeah,
We ask questions tonight. Yes, you can ask questions. Go ahead. Any questions you have.
yeah, that's where we got nothing to say. We're here.
Yes. We're here to say hi to you guys and answer your questions. So please ask away. Hello, neighbor. Who's that? Jonas Swarties. Interesting. Wendy Lou.
Well, he's probably over here at David. We did the DJ at their wedding. That's who he is.
That's
How
who
you
he
doing?
Just watch your video with Pig.
Hey,
It's a good one.
Aaron. How's the Aaron?
Oh, good to see you too, Aaron. The pig video, that was a pretty good one because it was one of those. You should have made it like, those kids books where they have the pig below and say, "Can you find this picture in the,
Oh,
on the page?" That
yeah.
was one of those. Do you still have your shed trailer? If you do, are you looking to sell it?
Nope.
Nope, it's gone, gone, gone.
Yeah, actually, the trailer I was using, I was renting from a boss, so I just returned it. But he is selling. Who asked that question? Oh, Shedholder Shane. Hey, Shane. Dude, you need to email me if you want to. I'd like to talk to you, like to get in touch. But no, my boss, my ex-boss, I fired him. I believe he's still got at least one or two for sale. So I think they're only like 29 million. Or maybe it's 29,000, around 30,000.
29
You
million.
know how expensive they are.
29 million.
They're crazy.
Happy birthday, honey. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Says, I have a question, says Uncle Bo. How old Josh, how old are you today?
I'm enjoying being 26.
26. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's not 26.
No, it's like
Add 10 years to that, you'll get the number.
36. Like my friend said this morning, he's starting to go by decades. So he's still 30 until he's 40, and then he starts being 40. There's no in between. We're going by the decade now. That's what we're doing.
Can I start my own Amish sect down here in New Zealand? Sure, go for it.
Hey, that's not the bishop, is it?
No.
Somebody, oh, there it is. Question: why doesn't the Amish use rubber tires on their rubber tires with air, but use rubber treads on buggy wheels? Yeah, some of them. Well, we just noticed recently they had like a small, like just a little tire, but a lot of those, even the Mennonites, they're not allowed tires with air in it. Even have metal wheels on their tractors. So, excuse me, I'm got a burp. Um, it's just another law that they decided would be fun to have. It's too convenient, it's too nice, it might write too smooth. But then the Amish we were from, we didn't even have the rubber on the wheels. Ours had to be metal.
Yep.
So yeah, some of them have like just little thin rubber on their wheels, but we didn't have that. That would have been too quiet and too nice. So
Love your channel. Howdy from Las Vegas, Nevada.
hey yo,
Hey, are you out gambling tonight?
hello from Loveland. How you doing?
Do you miss Repo yet?
Sometimes I miss driving. I always like driving, but going out there and dealing with that, not so much. It's weird how the longer I'm out of it, I think back on it, think about it, and I'm kind of like, nah, that was some crazy stuff. But I don't want to say too much because I don't want to turn Shane off and he's gonna quit. But no, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
If you
Hi.
go on my
Nice.
if you go on my channel on the computer, I think you have to do it on the computer. Then you have to go under the community tab or the about. I think it's the about tab, and then you should be able to get email.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get in touch somehow.
I just wanted to do a shout out to Tracy. She says she lives in Illinois. She's the one that has made every one of my recipes that I've
Oh
made
yeah,
on YouTube. So thank
yeah,
you very much, Tracy.
yeah. If you don't know, she has her own channel now making cooking videos. So that's something that you want to check out.
How do I get your email? My boss is looking for a trailer. How do I get your email? My
That's
boss
what I
is
was
looking
talking
for a
about
trailer.
earlier.
Okay, okay.
So
Where can we buy the best price shipping container? Where can you buy the best price shipping container?
yeah, I had seen that earlier.
We don't
I'd
know
seen that
much
in the
about
comments.
shipping containers, do we?
No, we don't. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, but I really don't know um where you would find that.
T says, my birthday is the 24th. Can't tell you how old I am because I'm in scroll down. You're messing it up. There. I'm on witness protection program. Oh, that's
Yep.
good, Keith. I like it.
You're assuming it's a joke. It probably is, but
Might
there, I just
be.
put the link to your channel there.
Nope, I live here. Oh, thanks, honey.
What YouTube creators do you watch? I watch Valuetainment and PBD podcasts. Like I promote that guy all the time, Patrick Bet David. Um, but there's man, I don't know. That's a good question. There's a few other shit haulers channel, some of them. Shane the Shed Hauler. Just a shout out to him again. Go check him out. He's in here in the chat. And then there is the Morelands, Morelan, I believe it's called. Um, yeah, there's quite a bit, but I do mostly podcast style stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Shane says I'm leaving, buddy. Say what you want. I'm not listening anymore. It's Shet Hauler Shane, not Shane the Shet Hauler. But
Really?
yeah, if you wanna look him up on YouTube, it's Shet Hauler Shane.
William S. We're in Ohio. Um, we live southeast of Mansfield. We don't want to give exact location.
Michelle. Yes, just watch Sarah making kombucha. What the heck is it? And SCOBY?
Well, it's got. I mean, that's that's
Yeah,
not what I'm
this
drinking,
is
but
kombucha right here. A lot of people had the question of what the heck is a SCOBY, and I've never heard of kombucha. What the heck? Somebody says it's a millennial drink. I can't pronounce
not
that.
millennial. I
Yeah,
don't know. I guess I can't
he
either.
said he thought only millennials drink that
Well,
stuff.
it's called kombucha tea.
Yeah, it's kombucha. You can buy it at stores. You can buy it at Kroger, Walmart, pretty much any store now. It's a drink. It's kind of like an iced tea, except they ferment it. The SCOBY is like the mother that ferments it. It eats off of sugar. It's like a live culture thing. So you yeah, just Google search it and you'll find out what it is.
Have you ever been to Lancaster, PA? Yeah, we were there. We were there a couple of times. We were there a few years ago for a
Yep,
shareholder fact. We stayed in Intercourse at a hotel.
that's right.
Can't say that with street face. That's just so wrong. You know that city.
Sight and sound.
Yeah, pronounce it correctly. Shetta.
Shed.
It becomes two words.
That's true.
Shida. Hey, I'm picking up your Shida. There you go. That's what I'm gonna call it. That one. Shepherd's pie video. There you go.
Shepherd's pie.
Yeah, it says, "Hey Sarah, can you do a shepherd's pie
Shepherd's pie. I've never
for
made
Rubicon? You
shepherd's
can
pie.
do one for Rubicon." Well,
I'll look it up and see what I can do
yeah,
for
make
you.
one and pretend you know what you're doing. Nobody knows the difference. Is fishing popular is Amish? Yes, fishing is popular.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we went fishing a lot with my dad and my grandpa. Lydia wants to know what your channel name is. So I did put the link to her channel in the chat here, but it's called Simple Cooking,
No.
Healthy Cooking with Sarah. I thought I changed that.
Well, you were going to, but then we never got
Do you
there.
want to fight about it
Nope.
right now? Okay, we'll do that later.
Yeah, the fishing thing. We always went once a year as a family. We
Yeah.
went fishing. My dad
Well, you
hated
get
it, but that's
a
fine.
lot more than once a year, though, right?
Like as a family, we would go
Right.
once a
Okay.
year. It was on a certain day we would always go fishing.
Yeah. So that one I want to answer is, did you get any info on the guy for the repo about 6 days ago? That's going to be the one with the kits in it. So the way I explain it is, well, I'm actually not doing repos anymore, but I don't want to call the rent-to-own company and, hey, what's going on with this? I haven't heard anything from it, but I just show up representing them, trying to get the building, and then I leave, and I don't know what happened. You know, they said they're going to take him to court. Did they? I don't know. I don't really care. It's none of my business. I just did my part, and but I don't want to call them or try to go and check it out. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. You know, a lot of times I don't know what ends up happening. Sorry, I got the burps. We had she makes some real good steak for my birthday dinner.
Steak and mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh yeah. You ever been to Pinecraft, Florida? It's full of Amish. A lot of fun.
Shane says, I'm back. I can't find your email.
Oh, I'm gonna think about that.
You're gonna think about it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. It's very weird. We've never been to Pinecraft. I'm guessing that's by Sarasota, somewhere in that area.
A lot of fun. It's full of Amish, a lot of fun. Huh. Cool, yeah. Let's see. They're trying to get us to say shed, not shed.
I tried. I gave up. I tried. I just couldn't do it. It's too hard.
When I was in high school, I worked for a house mover. That was a great experience. Only moved houses in the middle of the night. Now that is very interesting, Keith. You just sneak in there and when they're in bed and take their house.
Right.
Wouldn't that be fun? They
Well,
wake up, they're in the repo lot, huh?
I think some places or some states, Kentucky, maybe I know Kentucky you're allowed. In Ohio, you're not allowed oversize after dark.
Yeah.
But some states, I know that they do that where they give the permits. I think it was California. I think I've seen that where I don't know, but yeah, that's the thing. We do it in like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, where there's almost no traffic. Makes a lot of sense. I think.
Our Hood says, will you be farming too? I miss the Shet repo videos for sure. Farming?
Farming? Did it
Yeah,
say
will
farming?
you be farming? I think it's at farming. I
we have
can't
a
see it
garden,
anymore.
so I think a garden qualifies as farming. So yeah.
Where is it now?
I don't know.
Did the lady from A&E contact you? Interesting. Frenchy fry. Good question.
What?
Did the lady from A&E contact you?
Oh,
Apparently
yes.
he's like
Interesting.
telling them to contact you or something.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she did, but I wasn't interested, and I have my reasons why, but I'm not going to talk about it. So,
Yeah.
or I don't want to talk about it,
My
but yeah.
wife and I have seen every one of your videos. We love you guys. Aw, thanks, John.
Thank you, Lynch.
Thank you to your wife.
But thanks, Fry, for the thought and the opportunity. Yeah, it's cool. I guess we're going to jump on ahead.
Do you miss being around horses? Yes.
She does.
I've been trying to get this guy to get me a horse, but
Hmm?
we don't really have property to put a horse on.
We have a yard. That's about
We
it.
have a yard. We could, yeah, I could put him in the garage for the barn.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, long time no see, huh? Oh, shit, man. Is that Ivan?
Hey, Ivan. You just left here like 20 minutes ago.
Do we get a tour of the office? Yeah, but not right now, probably not. But that video is coming up sometime in the near future.
Yeah.
But this is our first live stream in our new office.
Yep.
So, from a child perspective, being in the cells is better when it comes to these repos. If you came to Norris, most likely you would actually not just get threatened, but actually shot. Okay. I guess people are more serious there, huh?
Well, everybody thinks so. Not to be rude, that's just what everybody says. You come to my state, you get shot.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If you repo the wrong guy's shit.
Maybe.
Did you have pets in your house? As in, probably when we were Amish? I seen that somebody asked if Amish people are allowed to have pets.
Yeah. We never did. It's very uncommon, but then my parents now have a little dog. I was
Little
very
house
surprised,
dog.
but
Yeah.
since they're retired in their what they call the Dowdy house, their own house right next to the house they lived in where my brother now lives in. But yeah, some of them might have a dog, little dog, but it's not very common. I've never heard of an Amish with a cat in the house.
Yeah, I don't know. They usually have lots of cats in their barn.
Yeah.
But yeah, Amish are allowed to have pets in their house or outside or wherever.
Yeah.
There was an Amish couple that used to have a pet deer, and that was really cool.
Oh yeah. Fry asks, what's your next project? So really YouTube going full time, and we want to create a lot of more content about Amish life. I just did my first interview yesterday with a guy that grew up Amish. So that'll air next Friday. And the goal is to have every Friday have an interview. She's got one scheduled with another Sarah next week. So we want to just interview a lot of ex-Amish that left, and eventually try to get some Amish on, or just kind of dig into that lifestyle, let people share their story. There's a lot of stories. A lot of people have a interesting, unique story.
Yeah, and we also want to do people that were not Amish.
Yeah, probably if we get some interesting stories, but the focus is on Amish.
Yeah.
And then, if you go on our channel, we did the one with the tour of an Amish house, so you get to see the inside of an Amish house. I guess we can advertise it, or we got one comment that we did laundry, where we talked about that in one video too.
Yeah.
How
Amish people do laundry.
I quickly just stopped there. Okay.
Amish Dust Dallas. Amish Dust Dallas. That's some kind of show or something, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm lost.
Best way to train a horse. Patience. I hear it's kind of like working with people and kids, but I'm not. I was never big into that. Like, there's a lot of Amish that love training horses and they're big into horses. I mean, it's that yeah, they pay a lot of money for horses, but it
Yeah.
was just not something that I enjoyed or got into it. So,
Horses are very smart, so you have to like kind of work with their personalities, I
hmm
guess.
Hi, Susan and Henry from Wisconsin.
Hello.
Can Sarah tell what's the difference in the color in Amish women's headwear?
Can Sarah tell what's the difference in?
Right, like they have a black cap or a black bonnet or a white
Oh,
bonnet. Not a white
no,
bonnet,
they
white
don't wear
cap.
white bonnets. So from a little baby up to what is it, 14 years old, the girls wear black caps to just for every day, but then to church they wear black caps until they get married, and then they wear a white cap. But at home you start wearing a white cap at 14 or 15. I can't remember for sure which age. Yeah, I think there's more to it, but I can't think of it right now.
Well, what about like if you go to church, like the guys would wear a white shirt for church and a wedding, we would wear a white shirt, but then during the day, like all during the week at work, we could not wear a white shirt. So
Right,
did you wear
yeah.
a different color cap for church than you did at home?
No, not if you're married, but if you're not married, you do.
Okay.
That's weird.
Because they don't know who's married in church, and they're like, "You better mark
Yeah, if you're
this."
not married in church, you wear a black cap. If you're married, you wear a white cap.
That was a joke, though. They do know who's married or not. Have you ever thought about helping those who want to leave the Amish? I think you guys would be great to do that. Yeah, definitely. If my thing is always, for the most part, especially, I've never had a family member leave, since I left, but yeah, if somebody would contact and say, hey, they want to leave, then we would definitely help them.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, but like just today we heard about a girl that needs some help, so we're helping her get a home and just stuff like that because people helped us definitely, and so it's definitely something that we like to do.
Yeah.
Aren't there blue hats for women? Nope.
Blue hats. Do you know anyone who was an Amish and joined? Um, that's a good question. There have been like Mennonites that went Amish, but I've never actually, not that was complete. Not unless they're adopted from a young age or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes they adopt kids from that were not Amish.
Yeah, I don't know anybody personally, but I know that it's happened where people have, because I've seen recently somewhere that there was a there was a situation that they got in trouble with the law, including the Amish. So you don't even know about this, but my plan is to reach out to them to try to get them to interview them because they went Amish and then they left, and yeah, I don't want to
Okay.
get
Are
more
you
things
talking about the
going up.
movie for rich or poor?
Okay. No, you need to see that movie for rich or for poor. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a movie like that for rich or for poor where they got in trouble and they went Amish to try to stay away from the law.
yeah. We're just kind of going through. We can't keep up with all the questions.
No.
But hey, have you two ever thought about? Okay, we answered that one. Just saw how. Just thought that. Just thought there is a new shit repo. Okay, the pig. Yeah, yeah, that was very weird. Just all of a sudden, this pig come walking in there like what, and then he just walks in. This thing was so fat. I actually had to ask her like if she can see because it was like you couldn't even see the pig's eyes. And
I think this is a question though. Aren't there blue hats for women? If you're thinking the bonnets, usually they wear black or dark blue bonnets or something.
but if you get
So
like the New Order Amish, though, you would see them blue, right? Maybe not. Maybe those are just
I
pictures
don't
online that
know.
are fake.
Well, I'm thinking maybe in PA, I know in Pennsylvania they wear different colored bonnets and stuff,
Hmm
but I don't know much about them, so I couldn't tell you what color they are.
He says, Josh, you're not as young as you used to be, but you're not as old as you're going to be. Today is the youngest you will ever. Oh, like that. Happy birthday.
It's good.
Thank you. That's too complicated.
Oh, come on. That's pretty good.
Today is the youngest you'll ever be. That's true. And then tomorrow I'll be the youngest I'll ever be.
What are drunkards? What are drunkards? Dunkards?
Dungarts.
Dunkard.
Dungarts. I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Never heard of it. Arkansas. Hello from Arkansas. Do Amish believe in multi-wives?
Multiple wives.
No.
No,
Like
Amish
they
do
would
not
no,
have
they would,
multiple wives.
and they don't get divorced either. Like they're not
Yeah, they're
allowed
not.
to
They're
get
not allowed
divorced.
to get divorced, no matter how horrible your marriage is.
Mm-hmm. Just watch the picnic. Yeah, I seen that one. Happy birthday! Thank you, Christina.
So how do you tell what their personality are? Horses. Not trying to be stupid. Well, I would say it's pretty much if your horse is stubborn, or you can tell if you lead him and he wants to go his own way, or if you're leading him and he'll like follow you nicely, or I don't know. I think they all have different personalities. You just kind of have to.
Mm-hmm.
If you work with different horses, you'll see it.
Yeah, it reminds me. I have a friend that he's done training horses for years, and he was talking about that he learned there's a test you can do online. It's called a color personality test, or that's what it is, that you can take as a person to see what, because if you're a red personality, you're more of a leader, go getter. Blue, you're more like I'm like a red. I'm a white and blue personality kind of. But he said what he realized that so once you understand people and you can kind of put them in a category of their color personality, he said he realized you can kind of do that with horses too. And so now you know that this horse you have to deal with different than that horse.
Yeah.
So
Well, I guess for an example, my sister was telling me that they have a horse that they can drive him, but he won't go. When they hitch him to the bucky and they're like, okay, they're ready to go, and he's just like, no, he won't go. And if they get to a hill or something, if he finally does go, if they get to a hill, he just stops. But the guy who trained him can do anything with him. He'll do anything he wants, and he's fine. So it's like, there's also people that are very good with horses, a lot better than other people then too. So
somebody, is that Mr. The chat's so far away I can't see good. Mr. Power Coder. Coder, yeah.
I'm gonna start videoing my shit repos, but I need a channel name. Please help chat or please help chat or Josh and Sarah.
Why not just call it Shet Repo?
Or Mr. Power Man.
Or Shet Happens Too. Be sure to put the word Shet Happens like in the maybe the description or in your tags, because that'll help you
start channel.
Get some of the views, yeah. Also check on I don't know why. Are you from Florida? I'm not sure, but curious what state he's in. Interesting dialect. Is that common in Amish or just the region you're in? I think dialect means like how you talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's I think it's an Amish thing.
It is, and then but there's like you'll find Amish like from Mississippi that they'll have a little bit of a hillbilly southern, yeah,
accent.
and then there's some that apparently they speak like a Swiss Dutch instead of what we call Pennsylvania Dutch. And I've talked to them on the phone where I can barely understand them, even though they're speaking Dutch. It's very weird.
Somebody asked, do you know an ex-Amish that would come to, where was that? Arizona?
Oh.
Do you know ex-Amish who would come to Arizona? I don't know. I mean, I'd love to come visit. I hear it's a beautiful state.
Flying V Farm. Somebody had emailed me from Arizona. I don't think it was him.
Too complicated.
Yeah. Josh, 1 + 1 = 2. I have to get my calculator out. So thank you, William.
Was it
Thank you, Keys.
the guy that asked what's a Dunkert? I don't know. It's something weird. It's supposed to be funny.
So Wendy's from Canada?
Uh,
I didn't know that.
are you from Canada, Wendy?
This is Ontarians.
I can't remember.
There's Ontario Mansfield by Mansfield, you know. What is the best thing to do for an Amish acquaintance you do business with a couple times a year? Best thing to do for but that's a good question. To do for, or I guess the first thing that comes to my mind is like that you might want to buy them like a gift or what?
What's the question? Where is it?
Like what's the best thing to do for an Amish that you do business with?
Oh, yeah. I mean, depends what
Thought of something,
order
but I'm
Amish
gonna
they
say
are. Amish people, sometimes a real treat is to bring them ice cream or something.
Oh yeah, in the hot summer,
Yeah.
bring them some ice cream.
If it's not like a new order Amish where they have freezers where they can put their ice cream in it, but if it's an order where they're not allowed to have freezers, ice cream ice cream is about the best thing that you can
Yeah.
bring them. Some horses refuse to follow the Amish tradition. These are millennials.
Yeah, that's true. I need some of your drink.
Is there a meaning behind the different colors of specific clothing? I don't think there's really a meaning except for it's just the rules. Every order has their rules of what color you can wear.
Are Amish online dating sites legit or talking, or will I be talking to a scammer? I've seriously considered, like, there might be enough now. I've seriously considered. I don't know. Maybe I should check to see if it exists, but
Ex-Amish dating or
yeah, like farmersonly.com, maybe examishonly.com. But you know, like all the non-ex-Amish would go on there to try to
yeah.
get women, and hey, that's fine too. Most of the ex-Amish marry ex-Amish. Most.
Yeah, that's
A
true.
lot of them don't.
My best
Either
friend
way.
didn't marry an ex-Amish.
Yeah, it just kind of like for us, it just works. It works either way. I don't want to say it doesn't, but like we can speak together. We're gonna make those people
Speaking the
mad.
language.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, yeah, obviously you can do it.
We have things in common, but then those they can learn from each other. That's one thing that I've found out is they can then learn from their husband, from their spouse, helping with the language barrier and stuff.
Yeah,
So
and
they
if
have
it's
that
things
in
that you're
common.
like, wait, what does that mean? Or what's that? You
Yeah.
can ask them. Somebody said, have you ever heard the saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink? We used to say that.
Yeah, we
It's
used
kind
to
of
say
like,
that.
yeah, can't
It's
make a horse do
the
something.
biggest temptation for Amish men to drive a Dodge Commons blowing out smoke. Yes. Yes.
That's probably true. And wearing a cowboy hat and cowboy boots.
Mhm. And that was like for me, yeah, 14, 15 years old. I wanted to drive a Dodge Commons diesel pickup truck with a trailer. And you know what? At age 21, I had that job and did it for about 3 years.
That's funny. Are Amish women ever allowed to wear chains? Oh no. That would be forbidden. Well, there's some Amish though. Like I know the older order Amish and the new order Amish sometimes wear pants under their dress if they go horseback riding or something.
Would you mind saying a few things in Amish? Wie bist du?
How are you?
Wie bist du? Du bist so hes, Frau.
Oh boy, am I translating that or you?
You're supposed to?
He says, "You are so hot, wife."
See you, William. Would you ever do a DNA test from 23andMe or Ancestry to see your heritage? I have thought about it. I have heard a little bit from somebody that I know that took one of, I think it was 23andMe, and they said that it seemed like there's a lot of fake. So I kind of feel like the same way as if you're doing AmishOnlyDating.com. Like you don't know if it's real or not.
Yeah.
So I don't really trust it.
Deborah says, "Sarah, I love your shirt. Thank you very much. He is risen. Indeed, he is."
Hi there, near Amish country in southern Indiana. That's a nice country.
Do you still love Jesus? Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Sarah, is Josh being good boy? Don't answer that. She won't answer that.
I also can't say you're a bad boy.
That kind of depends on how you say it.
According to Wikipedia, Donkerts are a really small, ultra-conservative religious community. I had always thought they were like Amish.
Interesting.
Donkerts.
Yeah, no, I'm
Know what
curious.
that is? I don't know
There's,
what that is.
I recently learned about Hutterites. They are a lot like Amish, very much like Amish. Called Hutter. They're mostly in Canada, I believe.
Do you guys ever do? Oh, you already read that one.
How long have y'all been together? First of all, I love the y'all part. So, what year did we meet?
2013.
So it's about
10
April
years.
2013.
10 years.
So you left the Amish April 2013, and then by July 4th weekend is when she agreed to. I asked her out, and she said she has to think about it for a whole week. While I was out driving truck, I'm talking about a rough week. I'm like,
Oh my.
just say it, and then she said yes. And then so I think we started dating. I mean, we were hanging out and good friends. Her brother and I were roommates, so we were hanging out a lot and we're friends until 4th of July we actually started dating, and then from July to her birthday is on September 30th, and I was going to propose to her on her birthday, but the ring that I ordered online.
No, hold on. We dated for a year.
Really?
Didn't we? We got married in 2015.
Oh,
We started dating in 2013, and then
all right.
you proposed
So a
in
whole year around.
2014.
Right, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So then 1st of August or October I proposed, and then we got married March 14, 2015.
Yeah, like you said, you couldn't wait for the ring anymore. He was so nervous.
Oh yeah, I didn't have the ring
So
even when
funny.
I proposed.
So funny. The ring
Yeah.
kept not showing up, and finally he's just like, "Hey, can we go to this park tonight?" And I like, oh,
Yep.
it was so funny. It was good.
Yeah, and I pooped the question.
You pooped the question.
So what's the date? So in 4 days is our anniversary too.
Oh, that's right.
Don't do the DNA test. Sounds fair to me. Osborne, California. Good evening. I wonder what part of that, because we heard it by Reading there. We have friends there, and it's snowing.
Yeah.
It's snow.
I work for an old order Amish. He admitted to me that he has a problem with greed. He's very greedy. Interesting. Well, at least he knows he has a problem. That's a start, right?
90% is the solution. Recognizing the problem. Hello from Plain
Ontario, Canada. I really like watching your videos. Thank you so much.
Hi, Charles. And Sarah, do you have livestock on your land? No, we don't have any animals. We only have a couple acres.
Yeah.
So we want to get chickens. I want to.
Would you ever consider going back to the Amish way of life? Wasn't that interesting? I think it was yesterday that you asked me if I've ever thought about going back Amish, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah. No, we've never, I have no desire at all.
No. There were times in the first couple years that I left that life was harder for me before I met her. And definitely considered it. I guess for me, it was like I would picture myself being an old man, being a grandpa. And I just thought, like, could I be a grandpa in like looking like this versus being Amish the way I was, like that's all I knew. But I kind of got over that. But no, I wouldn't go back.
What made y'all decide to leave the Amish?
Straight built, if I say that right. Hello, how's California? Well, I said earlier I wanted to drive truck and trailer. I had this dream of driving truck and trailer, and so that was one of the things, just doing to live my dream. And just the experience of it. And then I also didn't really, I kind of felt like the black sheep of the family. That seems to come up a lot among the ex-Amish, and just didn't really fit in. But like the big one, I guess, for me is just having bigger dreams. I mean, we're living it now. So
yeah, you can have dreams, but they won't go anywhere if you're Amish.
yeah, I mean, this wouldn't be possible. And then things like your hair, I'm probably talking too loud. Um, things like your hair. My hair had to be long, and in the summertime, that's very annoying. You get sweaty, long hair down over your ears. We couldn't wear a winter cap to keep your ears warm. It had to be a hat. So just all those rules of unbelievable amounts of rules. That was the hard part.
I have a good one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Scrapman says, if you give Amish ice cream, just make sure it's chocolate or vanilla, as bright color ice cream is not allowed.
Yeah, don't get like
I love it.
the
I love it.
blue or anything like that. Uh,
Oh my goodness. Have you heard about the Wi-Fi phone booth some Amish have access to in the community? This is in a southern Maryland Amish community. I have never heard of that.
Wi-Fi phone booth.
Wi-Fi phone booth.
I don't know.
Wow. Huh. It's good.
They definitely have phone booths, like if they call it a phone shack around here, or pretty much anywhere where it's kind of a community shared thing.
Were Swartz and Trooper Amish allowed to hire English driver to take them to work like construction shops, or did they need to hitch the horse and buggy? Do you want to
That's what
answer
some
that?
members are allowed to hire in this area. No, if you're
That
talking like now
depends. Where he was from, they weren't allowed, but where I was from, we're allowed. So it's like
yeah,
different churches make their own rules, and
yeah, but no, in the community I was in, you could not do that. You also could not do a chop that was inside the city limits.
I remember that one.
So you could not work, and that's partly why the one bishop split off, because what was happening over the years is, you couldn't milk a few cows and ship the milk and make money and do a little bit of. They used to do just small farms, and you could make a living, and then they went to growing produce and sell that, and then they had to get to where they have to wash it more, and like all these regulations come in. So he was smart enough to see that it's almost impossible to make a living anymore because you don't have enough options. A lot of them do construction, but you can't go into city limits or get a driver or use a cell phone. Like, it's almost impossible. So you got to make a change. But then others, like my dad, who's now a bishop too, they wouldn't go along with that.
Do Amish eat pizza? Yes, they do eat pizza.
Yeah, that's another good one to give. I smoke cigars too. Amish smoke cigars. I like cigars too. Been getting into it more. Yeah, they smoke like chimneys.
They're not cigars, though.
Oh yeah. Well, again, this is where we're a little bit different.
Oh yes, they do smoke cigars.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to smoke cigarettes, but they are allowed to smoke cigars with no filter.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't have a filter on it, they can smoke it.
Yeah. Which those I like the Swiss or sweet cigars, but they smoke a lot of pipe. But over the last few years, they're starting to be more health conscious, and they're not. Because it used to be like if there was a wedding, and of course only 21 and up are allowed to smoke. But you're at an Amish wedding, you go out into the shop where everybody's piled in the shop because it's warm in there with the wood stove. Sometimes it would be so smoky you could barely see. Like the whole shop is just covered in smoke. And you're talking about what, from 3-year-olds on up?
Yeah, that's
the
crazy.
boys, not the girls, but all the little boys and everybody in there just breathing secondhand smoke.
Can you scroll back up because it's running away from us?
I'm sorry, but I got to quietly.
How old are your kids?
Go get chapstick.
Oh, interesting.
I forgot about that.
Our kids are 5 and 3, almost 6 and 3. Let's see. Well, it looks like we all made the right. Looks like we all made the right decision. You both look very happy. Thank you so much. We are happy. How many siblings do each of you have?
'Cause I'm happy, clap along with you.
There were five kids in my family. I never know how you say it. How many siblings? So I had 4 siblings, right?
Right.
Right. Okay.
I have 5 sisters and 6 brothers. So there were
a lot of kids.
There were 12, and then there was one stillborn, a boy. Second youngest one was stillborn.
The Amish man I drove for wanted to shave his head really short, but if he could, because his hair was
If he could,
If
because
he
his hair
could.
was so hot in summer. Oh yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
We're
but
way
he wasn't
backed up
allowed to
again.
do it, right?
My nose is itching.
We used to have these things called payphones.
Are Sergeant Trooper Amish allowed to seek regular dental preventive care? Yeah, they're allowed to. They just choose not to. I'm not quite sure
Most of
why.
them, yeah, most of them don't. I know
Yeah,
some of them do now, but
a lot of the Swartzen Trooper. I just recently talked to one again. Kit. He was just a kid when I was growing up, and it just he opens his mouth to talk, and you're just like, whoa, there's no teeth left,
hmm
almost. And they just choose to neglect them, and they have the mindset of at age, anywhere between 19 to 40 years old, you're going to pull them and get dentures. And
not telling, sis, just saying hello. Thank you for your videos.
hello, not
Thank
telling nobody.
you.
Um,
Maple syrup rocks, lol. Getting close to the season here in Castle, New York. Yeah, it's almost over here in Ohio. Maple
yeah, I
syrup
guess
season
they're
is
behind, huh?
almost over.
It's colder. The Amish have one person that does the buying at auctions. Noticed recently, one man bought many long guns at a auction with many Amish there. Oh, hey, Scott. Not really. If you go like if go to a farm, like if my dad when he retired his auction, I wasn't there, but then my brother who to go to farm, he'll buy a lot of stuff. But that I don't know. It could have been like I don't want to talk much about it anyways if it was guns, but I don't know if he was. I don't know. It depends on
Warm
what state you're
apple
in. There's so many
pie.
laws with guns.
Warm apple pie was cruise. Screws or cruise?
Oh, here's one. Can Amish grow cannabis? If it's allowed in their state, and what is their stance? They would definitely not allow that at all, but there's definitely people who have done that, grown their own and smoked it. Freedom and liberty, yes sirree, Miss West Kevin.
Do Amish ever join the military? No,
Nope.
they do not join the military. What is your favorite dessert to make, Sarah Josh? Oh, thank you, Wendy.
Hey Wendy, thank you.
I noticed earlier Keith did that too. Thank you, Keith.
Yeah, I think I think 10 minutes.
Josh, do you cook?
No, I can make popcorn and I can.
You can make an omelet now, right?
Oh yes, I can make an omelet and I can flip it almost. Um, I'd like
My
to, but I
favorite
don't.
dessert, I think it's probably got to be that peanut butter pie that I made. That's one of my favorite desserts.
What
Peanut
was
butter
that?
pie.
Mine is that it's called the rich man's pudding or rich man's dessert. It's like a coffee tasting.
No, it's tiramisu. That's a
Okay, I'm way
very,
off.
that's,
You gotta make that. You gotta make a video. That stuff's amazing.
yeah. That's like a high-end dessert
You
that
should
you get at restaurants.
do a video on how to
Tiramisu.
find a reputable shit hauler. Yes, I planned that. But if you're looking, one way is go to shithaulerlocator.com. The other way is to just find a local lot or a shed builder where they built a shed to build them. And people say I don't use the shed with a D. But anyways, go there and just ask them who hauls their buildings and ask them if you can um, get them. And then just, if it's a shed in the backyard or something you want moved, I would make sure they have a meal. That way they know what they're doing.
What part of Ohio do you live in? I live in Western Ohio and I went to Mount Hope and Berlin this week. Oh, that's cool. We're about an hour from Berlin.
Yeah, we're southeast of Mansfield.
Do Amish parents nag their kids about brushing their teeth?
Mm-mm. I don't remember ever being told. We would
I don't remember either.
sometimes before Sunday church, which is every 2 weeks, brush our teeth. But I don't remember ever being told to brush my teeth. Never. So do we do for our yes, we make our kids brush their teeth every night.
Yes.
Do you miss doing a
Cream,
repo?
cream pie, cream pie. Dan Park has a fit about cream pie. What's the cream pie about, Dan? Are we missing something?
Yeah, I'm letting the steak up.
Wallace
perfect
says,
state.
"Come on, you other 100 people, hit that like button." Yes,
Yes.
please. Thank you
Hit
very
the like button.
much.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing that.
Yeah, that.
And
If you subscribe to our channel, that really helps us out. At yeah, because we're kind of. I don't know how I say that.
well, that's a good question
Depending
there. Are
on.
you changing the channel name? That's the plan, and we can't quite agree on what to name it. I put a post out on social media, and I won largely with my name, but then my friend knocked it down, and it's hard.
To tell us which
So
one we should choose.
like I said earlier, our goal is to interview people. Sometimes I will interview, especially men. She will interview women. Sometimes we will be on together. There might be two or three of us, and so interviews, and then like hands-on videos about the Amish, like going out and showing things they do. And then we're doing some remodel work. We like doing like cleanup, remodel, that kind of stuff. So just kind of more personal stuff. So the name I picked out, I'll say, is Beyond Buckies and Bonnets. And her name is Symbol Living. And I don't like it.
Simple living. Or should we just name it Josh and Sarah?
Yeah, that's what some people are saying. That's what my mentor is saying. So that's kind of hard because I should do what he says. But
So which one? Number 1, Beyond Buckies and Bonnets. Number 2, Simple Living. Number 3, Josh and Sarah.
or something else.
Or whatever you think.
I'm looking for something that maybe sort of represents Amish life, but is simple and catchy and easy to remember, like Shit Happens is. But the only problem I have with Shit Happens is it's not really professional, and every time I say it to somebody, they think I'm saying something else. Happens, but I want something that is open to, like, down the road if we decide to do different style videos, because I'm always changing my mind about stuff. So just something like uplifting, yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's hard. It's tough.
Yeah. Hello, like your channel. Hold on. Oh, go back. I lost it.
Where was it? A seagull, the sacrifice Amish guy will fix your car. The sarcastic, right? Not sacrifice. Yeah, it's whatever that movie is called. I think we talked about that before. I know what you're talking about. They're stray. What were
Tell
we
us
looking?
about your garden. My wife wants to see it. Well, it's right now, there's nothing in it, so it's covered in leaves right now, but
Yeah, we covered in leaves.
I will definitely make videos about that when I plant the garden, and we'll upload those for you guys to see.
Yeah.
Do Amish have their own doctors, or do they only use local hospitals? There's usually like a local doctor that comes out to their house if they can't go to the hospital or something, or if they don't need to go to the hospital, but they just need a doctor
Yeah.
to prescribe them something. But they do go to the hospital,
There's a lot of the communities have an Amish that is sort of,
like their own doctor.
yeah, that helps them with stuff.
Yeah.
Call it the channel formerly known as Shit Happens. You could, but that's a long
Josh and
name.
Sarah, don't you guys need a moderator for your channel?
Yeah, I've thought about that. I was thinking about that. That was Uncle Bo, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually moderate or help another channel actually myself, so that's kind of weird. But right now, not really because we're not really busy, I guess. But I'm gonna think about that and think of what that would consider or what that would actually look like. I'm not even sure.
Call it the channel formerly known as Shit Happens.
Yeah, I see that. How did the Amish go away from hemp rope?
I don't know what hemp rope is. What is hemp rope?
Well, hemp is that stuff where they use to has something to do with marijuana. But hemp rope, I'm not sure. You might have to explain that. What is the biggest need in Amish culture or Amish communities? That's a great question.
I think we've been trying to figure that out too, haven't we?
I would say right now the stuff I'm finding out and digging into and learning about and getting involved with a little bit is um, education, and especially in sexual abuse education. So I'm gonna be doing a video probably next week that I will cover a lot of that stuff. So, but what was the question then? What's the biggest?
The need in Amish culture. Yeah, I would definitely say education. Like they're not educated. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else. There's obviously other stuff too.
Yeah, but just like I was saying earlier about the one bishop that realized that they're not going to be able to make a living the way they are. Like they need to realize that the world is changing, and I respect a lot of their ways of living off the land and stuff like that. But we can do that too without being Amish and forcing our neighbors to live that way too. But just some sort of, if you have Amish that you are in contact with, you could sort of bring that stuff up and just try to kind of sow some seeds and to bring an awareness that what, things are changing. And that's where you talk about the sexual abuse and stuff that happens is they think that they talk about addictions. We talk about young Amish boys getting into pornography. They have this view that if we don't talk about it, we ignore it, then they won't know it exists. That seems to be their viewpoint. And the reality is that's just not true because a lot of those Amish boys now have smartphones, and I guarantee you they get on that stuff.
Yeah.
And you have to be willing to acknowledge that it's happening. And if they get addicted to that, it's just like any other addiction, it's going to ruin their life. So do something about it.
Yeah.
There's my
Thank you,
preaching.
Wallace. He said he wasn't subscribed. Somehow he got unsubscribed, so now he's subscribed. Yay!
Yes, built videos, please. Yes. Dan goes in for seconds.
Dan was all over the place.
We're way behind the comments because now they're voting on the.
Oh goodness.
Thank you, William Price.
Well, what did he say?
Oh, simple
People
living
living
beyond
beyond
Bucking Bonnet.
buggies, beyond the buggy and bonnet. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. We could think about that.
Simple living. SLBTB. Oh, let's look at that.
JNS.
Somebody also said, one of my friends that said beyond beards and bonnets. So that kind of makes
The
sense
happy
too.
ex-Amish couple. I like that. The happy ex-Amish couple.
Something about ex-Amish that turns me off.
He doesn't want the name Amish in it, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of know why, because it's not all about Amish, but yet some of it is
Amish,
about
Josh,
Amish.
and Sarah. Ivan says freedom seekers. That's actually not bad. You could have come up with that earlier.
Jeez, come on.
The Symbol Live with Josh and Sarah. Okay. What is your thoughts on Sins of the Amish documentary? I have to watch that yet. I have not. I've watched a little bit of that. There's another one called, I think it's called Women Talk. That's a new one. That's either a movie or a documentary that we need to watch too. But
I guess
yeah.
so.
Um,
Yes, you do. She right. Yeah, whatever. Just use the block icon. I wish I could understand relationship with Amish and hemp. I don't understand it either.
if they grow hemp, maybe.
You guys should name your channel Amish Odd Couples. Interesting.
He and she Amish. Shit happens after life. Amish egress. Hey from Windsor.
Hi, Michael. He says, say hi, please. Hi.
Too many symbol lives. Yeah, I looked into that too, and we're trying to not. You can do the same name as somebody else, but
Simply Josh and Sarah.
I don't. If it's a big channel, I don't want to copy the name. Let's put it that way. If it's channel's our name. Hi, Windsor. I'm in Portland, Port Williams. Okay.
Life with Josh and Sarah. I kind of like Life with Josh and Sarah. I mean, that's
That could be it. Hemp is a natural rope versus nylon being man-made. We're gonna have to look into that.
I like those ropes. It's kind of like a twine type thing, and it wouldn't.
Rope versus nylon. I think you're saying like you would put nylon and rope together?
No, no.
Okay.
It was a natural hemp that they made into ropes instead of nylon.
That's interesting.
But I'm sure they use nylon now because it lasts a lot longer.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sexy. Hey, CJ, how you doing? They just did so the Amish potatoes in here. That's an Amish channel that you guys need to go check out.
Yep.
Hemo has been used. Should I tell CJ how you spell the word Schwarzentuber without a CH?
Come on. Maybe he's got a Schwarzenegger.
Just see it. Name it after Amish. Happy ex-Amish couple, yeah.
What did I miss? An announcement. Are you not doing repo videos anymore?
No, I'm still doing some. I just uploaded one tonight. It got out a little bit late, but I'm not doing the repos anymore. I sold my equipment and just got out of it. So
that was the announcement of we're changing our channel name and we want your input on it.
yeah. CJ says, I love your videos, Insight. Schwartz and Tuber Home. I realized we were basically English here in section 1 and 2. I like to tease those that from a higher up Amish. I call it like, you weren't Amish. Come on.
Was that house you were giving the Amish tour in your parents' house? No, it was not our parents' house.
If you change your name, your channel, I hope I can find it. You got well. We will do a video or a live. Probably just do a video to announce it, just as a warning. But you will still be subscribed. Like it's not gonna unsubscribe. So what I thought I would do is change the name, announce it, and change the name, and then leave the picture, that SH picture, because that's how you kind of often go by. Like people
recognize it, yeah.
and then we'll leave that, and we're hoping we don't mess things up. But yeah, you'll still definitely be subscribed to the channel, and so you'll be good. Do you smoke dope? Do I smoke dope? I have, but no, we don't. In Ohio, it's not legal.
Sure, I'm not high right now.
They tried to make it legal, but they did the dumb thing with the whole make it a monopoly where only so many companies could sell it. And maybe that's what they call it anyways, that it would be a monopoly. And I didn't like that idea. Personally, I think they should make it legal. First United Church of Christ, Marshallville, Iowa. That is a long name with amazing results. Hemp rope was made from the marijuana plant stock. Yeah, it was huge in World War II. In Iowa, we had a hemp rope factory near where I live. Yeah.
I thought that was more of like a southern thing where they raised all the marijuana. Like my.
How do you know where they raise marijuana? You mean tobacco? Right. But I figured.
Tobacco, thank you.
I figured.
Because my parents used to work in tobacco fields down south in Tennessee and Kentucky.
What about Plain Truths as a name? Could be.
Plain Truth, just Plain Truth, huh?
Do you still purchase many products made from hemp? Introducing. You can still purchase products from hemp. Okay.
It's cool.
Life happens, Josh and Sarah.
Easy living. It's kind of cool. I kind of like that.
Snort coke. Hey, they're going all out.
I mean,
no, I don't snort coke. Well, are you? No, I could be starting asking back. Are you FBI?
Has Josh ever worked with horses? I mean, used to hitch up a horse and bucket and go out the road or ride one, but
yeah. I never. I have a whole little story. I'll probably do a video one time of a guy I worked for who tremendously abused his horses to train them really bad. So that's one I kind of want to go and still put him in jail for it.
Hey, there you go. Stray Built says, name the channel Sarah and husband SH. You were trying to find a name for the SH for the logos. I like that.
How many subscribers do you have? I have 66,900. Or almost 67,000.
Mr. B says 66,000.
Mr. Beast?
Mr. B.
Mr. Beast is on here?
Mr. B.
Mr. Bean? Mr. Bean, Mr. Beast, Mr. B. Greenhouse effects.
Just life with Sarah. Josh as a guest. My, come on. You guys are being so mean to him.
Tobacco is also grown in Ohio. I think it'd be cool. Something I've never done. Two things I want to do. Oh, yeah, there's a lot more. I want to go to Georgia and pick a banana and an orange off the tree and eat it. So fresh.
That would be cool.
And then I want to go to Tennessee or Kentucky. Kentucky's cooler than Tennessee, so I'm gonna go to Kentucky and take a leaf of tobacco, roll it up, and smoke it. Unlike we used to use paper for that.
We like Kentucky people, by the way. If there's anyone on here from Kentucky, they're always cool and friendly and nice.
Hey, Wendy Lou loves Mr. Beast. I kind of watch. Sometimes I watch a little bit of his stuff for like inspiration or ideas, but not really content that I watch.
Center your flag on your background. I agree, Keith.
Jeez. Well, it's centered between the walls, but soon we keep talking about what we're soon doing, but soon we will have a full video of our office being built from cutting the tree down for part of it to complete finish. But it's built with the wall in a little bit from the site and then a porch out there, and so the inside is a little bit awkward. So the peak is not. What's he talking about? Yeah, he can't see that much. We're just not sitting in the center. All right, I'll shut up.
Tobacco was the plant of choice in mountains and foothills in North Carolina. Some of the best great tobacco ever grown.
Do you like coffee? Yes, I am. I drink coffee every morning, but I'm a decaf guy. I can't do caffeine. I get shaky and I get itchy. Literally, it gets like reaction to it. Somebody says that go away at Dan Park.
Yeah,
What's Dan Park doing?
I think Dan Park needs help.
Truth was. What's going on?
No, he's just blowing it up.
Blowing hot air.
All right, that's why we got everything is centered. Just move the camera over a little. We could do that.
Do that. Okay, so somebody report and block. Okay. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't keep a note. Yeah,
he was being a little nasty. I think he needs some.
Okay.
He needs some Jesus or something.
I didn't even see it. Do your Amish district vote for Trump? Well, they don't vote. Yeah, I know there were some like Amish. I remember seeing videos of Amish with like Trump flags and signs. They're definitely going to be more the conservative side. But a lot of times they don't really know what's going on or who's who. They just pick somebody that they think is cool.
Yeah.
I think some of the higher Amish do vote, yeah, but where we're from, they would not vote. They don't believe in getting involved. It's always that thing of they believe God controls it, but I'm like, how? He uses people, so that's you and me.
That's right. Charles and Sarah, your bathroom looks good after the remodel. Thank you, Uncle Bo.
Okay. How many kids do you have? We have two boys, 5 and 3. Just turned 3 a few days ago.
Have you seen the music video Amish Paradise? If you have, what do you think about it? It's definitely weird, just like Weird Al. I don't know much about Weird Al, but that video is kind of weird. But
all right, where is this? Right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
wish you all the best with the content change. I love your videos. Hello from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Thank you so much.
All right. Dan has been hidden from the channel. Bye, Dan.
Yeah. He was probably having a party tonight or something.
Yeah.
Dan needs professional Amish help.
Yeah, put him in one of those Amish counseling places.
There you go.
Was it rough growing up Amish? Well, it's a yes and no answer. I didn't really have a good childhood, I wouldn't say. But it was also somewhat easy. So I don't know. I wouldn't say that it was rough necessarily. What do you think?
Rough childhood.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. I didn't have as I became a teenager, of course, I didn't have a relationship with my parents whatsoever, and that's kind of the reason I left the Amish, because I was looking for more than yeah.
Mm-hmm. Put the Amish Mafia on Dan. Have either of you ever been to Canada?
Josh for president. Woo-hoo!
Uh,
We got one voter.
well, I don't want that many people to hate me.
That's true. Put the oh, okay. Have either of you been to Canada? No, we have not. We've been to Niagara Falls on the New York side, but
Yeah.
we've never been to Canada. I would love
Neither
to go to Canada.
neither one of us have ever been out of the country.
That is something we're going to change
Yeah,
one of
it's
these
weird.
days.
We've traveled quite a bit. We were in Florida a couple weeks ago for a few days. Went down to see my man PBD, Patrick Bet David. But no, I mean we've traveled quite a bit to almost
Yeah,
every state already, but we've just
yeah,
never been out of the country.
yep. Come on down to East Tennessee. We would love to have you visit. Aw.
Your childhood should be the best part of your life. Yeah, it should be.
Yep, that's true. Have half of the country will love you though.
Come
Half
down
of the
to
country
East
will love
Tennessee.
you. Read that.
No.
That's
Yeah, that's the problem with like getting into politics. Yes, half the people love you and the other half hate you. And my thing is to me personally, like, I might not agree with like I'm always agree with one person, or I just don't agree with hating somebody. I don't hate the people I don't support.
mm-hmm.
I just don't agree with them, or maybe don't vote for them because I have different views. But I'm not going to hate them. Ottawa is the national capital. You would love to visit here.
Hi from Colorado.
Yeah,
We love Colorado. We lived there for a couple of years and it's awesome.
I and my husband loves to show Florida here. Hello, Florida.
We also like Florida. We were there last week, weren't we?
Head up
2 weeks ago.
I-75. See me 6 hours north. Did Wendy
6
Lou
hours
ever say
north.
where she lives?
Canada, yeah.
Okay. 75 goes into Canada. Okay. Probably
Have
not
you
to.
ever met any Amish from Southern Maryland? I don't think so.
Uh-uh.
Why? Are you Amish?
Is there anything from your past Amish upbringing that you've kept in your current life as a tradition? Well, one thing would be is we sit at the dinner table. Like in the morning, the kids we don't really get up together, but we have lunch together and we have supper. If you're older, you know what that means, but dinner. Like we sit around the table and eat, and I think that's a very important thing. I think it's a
Yeah.
way to the family to get together. Um, I'm sure there's more things that we don't really think about even, but
Yeah.
there's some things. And we
I
go
mean,
to
I still can a lot of
canned food.
food,
Yeah.
and that's a tradition.
Have a garden. Sarasota. Yeah.
You guys should try a cruise ship. Yes, please. You gonna
Hmm.
pick us up?
Maybe. I
I'm
think
in.
you live in Ohio. You are concerned about the train derailment. Yeah, we're at least 2.5 hours, or at least 2 hours from there. So I heard very little about it. It's weird that you hear it all over the news, people talking about it, and I'm like, I don't know, not really
Yeah.
what's going on here.
Amish versus Mennonite. Who's better?
Amish.
As in, if you want to live the life, much rather live a Mennonite life than Amish. But
Yeah.
if you're looking at who thinks who's better, like
Right.
if the Amish think they're better than the Mennonite, then yes.
I just said that because we grew up Amish, not Mennonite. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but if you wanna try to live Amish life, go live Mennonite first, and then you'll see if you can handle the Amish life.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
What is this? That should happen. Hey, y'all. I watch your guys' videos all the time. I also have a fellow Ohioan from Wayne County.
Oh, cool.
I'm also okay. Jay and his 25 cents. Here's Porter. Call someone who cares. Well, hello, Wayne County. That's where my dad grew up in, Wayne County. I got a lot of cousins down there, over there, wherever it is.
Do your kids have tablets? No, they don't have tablets.
Like
If you're looking at like screens, I'm thinking is what she's talking about, like
We not electric
tablets,
ones.
like electronics.
We did our 5-year-old though. We don't know what phone we would let him play with, but we kind of took that away again because he watches too
It
much
doesn't
stuff.
work. It just
Yeah.
doesn't. He gets yeah.
Donald says, kept my birthday as a tradition. Kept your birthday and keep the tradition.
Loved your videos with the home improvement. Y'all done a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. How the Amish believe salvation comes to us to be saved? Yes, you would say by works.
They don't believe in being saved.
They don't believe in knowing or saying that they think it's prideful to say you're saved. They believe in you wait until you die and then the decision
you hope
and you hope. Yeah.
and you hope
So
that you are saved.
yes, I think a lot of them, and most of them, or really all of them, they believe like they are. Otherwise, they wouldn't live that life. They just think it's very prideful and almost blasphemous, I think, to say that you are. But no, it goes with works, because otherwise,
Yeah, I shouldn't say Amish don't believe in being saved. That's
yeah,
like where we came from. They say how you're not supposed to know that you're saved or you can't know that you're saved.
right, yeah.
But there's different orders of Amish that definitely would say, you can know that you're saved.
Happy wife, happy life could be a name.
What is the difference between Amish and Mennonite? Goodness. That question comes up a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
We need to find a picture of like a Mennonite family and an Amish family and kind of like put them beside each other. And
William Price.
so Mennonites mostly drive tractors. Some of them drive cars. This is what we need to do. We need to find an ex-Mennonite person and interview them so that people can find out so we've never lived the Mennonite life, so
typically they have less rules.
Yeah, that's true.
William Price says Wayne County, Indiana. No, it's Wayne County, Ohio. The craziest. Do you know Eli Yoder on YouTube? I know who he is. I don't know him though. I know who he is, and I will be hoping to interview him. But yeah, I know where he's from. What's the wildest, craziest chat repo? There was one. It's been uploaded probably good 5 or 6 months, but it was one that I knew I have a very short limit of time to get the building out before he gets home and blocks me in. And then I got the building out on the road, got it loaded up. The wife's yelling at me and they're mad. And just as I got it on the trailer, I was going to just boogie down just a little bit down the road to a gas station to strap it down. I just wanted to get out of there. And he comes up the road, pulls right in front of me and stops. Comes back and yells at me and almost punched me in the face. Or I saw his fist go up. And but I'm like, when he came up, I have my pistol in the truck, of course, and I I don't remember if I told him that, but I had my phone. I took my phone, I dialed 911 and had it there. I didn't call it, and I just told him I got my phone right here, ready to like you make one wrong move, and I'm calling the police. But it turned out pretty simple and easy, and everything's on video, so you can go watch it if you want to.
I'm ex-Mennonite. Hey, Steven, we can interview you.
I don't see it.
Right here.
That sounds different. Ex-Mennonite versus ex-Amish.
A lot of these questions you should answer for your new channel.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So when we're talking about new channel, it's not actually a new channel.
Right, like it's still
It's gonna be the same channel. We're just changing the name. So if you're subscribed to our channel, you already watched the channel. It's still gonna be the same channel. It's just gonna be a different name.
What a butthead, yeah. Do Mennonites have married relationships through a sheet, or is that the Catholics? Married relations through a sheep. Sheet, not sheep. Sheet. Let's clear that up. I'm not familiar with that. My neck's getting sore from looking over there. If I could turn. There you go.
Just curious where you guys live. I'm shit repo for the Amish in Kentucky. Great content. I am a shit repo for the Amish in Kentucky.
Chris
Great
Williams.
content.
We're in
We live
Central
in
Ohio.
Not worth it to shoot anyone over the shit. That's true. Thank
Right.
you.
Well, I'm talking like I was on the road, and if I'm in the truck and he's gonna try to shoot me, then I gotta defend myself. We'll not take that any further.
Can you elaborate
Elaborate.
on the Amish belief of being saved, please? Where did we
Well, I mean,
end up?
basically, they will tell us that when we left, hey, you're not obeying your parents, which the Bible says to do.
It says honor your father and your mother.
Right. Now, there's no hope for you, and we believe you're going to go to hell. So you need to come back. And so that sort of shows you that they believe that if you are born Amish and that's the way you were brought up, there's also, they pull a verse that doesn't really go with that, but to say that you have to stay where you were. I think it's Paul talks about, the way you received the gospel in that, live and stay in that, something like that. But so yeah, it's
Or bring up, yeah, I'm
so
thinking of a
if you
different.
were brought up that way, you're born that way, then that's the way you have to stay. Like that's where God put you. He had you born in that family, and that's where you have to stay. And so if you leave that, you're now not going to be saved. You're going to go to hell. And so it sort of sums it up in that they believe that they got to continue that way. They got to live that life, live by those rules that the bishop who almost or the preachers or and their forefathers are sort of like a Moses where yeah. But it really comes down to you gotta follow their rules, join their church, and continue all your life in that church that you were born in order to be saved. And outside of that, there's not much hope.
As long as you look like a good Amish man that follows the rules, they think you're okay.
Lavina Stutzman, that's definitely an Amish name. Do you know and
The Holderman Mennonite.
Holderman? No, I don't.
Holderman. Aren't those like up there by where Enid and Ella used to live?
No, you're not thinking Zimmerman.
No,
Okay.
I think
I don't know.
might be Holderman.
I've never heard that name before.
How would an English person go about joining the Amish? Put Amish clothes on and go visit the bishop and ask him if you can join his group.
Yeah, you would have to you wouldn't probably necessarily have to learn the language because they speak English, but you would be willing to commit and they wouldn't just let you in too easy either, and also just depends on what group of Amish you go to. But you have to commit to being a member of their church if you want to stay there and commit to the rules and living the life, and then you'd be okay. I say you can live that kind of life without being Amish. What do you do to make money when you were Amish? That's a long question. What did you do? What I did, well, I just worked for my dad on the farm, and then I worked in a buggy shop where he would, up until I'm 21, up until they were 21 years old, the parents get the money that the kids make. So we would farm, we would help other people as a farmhand, and then I worked at a buggy shop, which I kind of enjoyed. And then my dad had a small furniture shop. He did a little bit of farming, so he sells some cattle and stuff and sell milk. That was something they did years ago. Howdy from Michigan, go blue. I got nothing to say to you. So we're not doing that.
We like the Buckeyes. No, we're actually not that big of football
Yeah,
fans.
not.
We don't really care who wins.
Yeah, as long as Michigan doesn't win, that's all we care. How many Amish leave after Rumspringa? How did your clan group faction push away from observing it? Would you rather have had that as an option rather than leaving before dawn? Yes, I would.
Would you rather have Rumspringa as an option?
Yeah, Rumspringa is, if anybody's not familiar with, I think most people are. Some of the Amish allow that where you're allowed to kind of go out in the world, they call it, live a life and try it, and then you can choose. Yes, I would much rather have that and be able to sit down with my family and say, I don't want to live this life. But that was not an option. Our option was literally just run away, because I wouldn't trust them. They wouldn't lock you up in a room almost.
Yeah.
They would force you to go
Or they
into a
would take you,
consulate.
yeah, they would take you to a consular or somewhere and leave you there.
We got to get her to share her story sometime. We'll get there, but she's a little bit not ready yet. So we got to get off of here. It's been an hour and a half. Time goes so fast.
Yeah, that's a fun channel, very fascinating. Hope
E.B.
you-
Cooper?
Thank you.
Yeah, Amish
Buggy
buggy
shop.
shop.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we built the buckets. Do they allow English person to join the Amish community with tattoos? That would probably be a problem. Of course.
Hold on. Lacey says, "Hey, do some cooking shows." Where did you go? Okay, you were scrolling down. Lacey, I have a cooking channel. It's Healthy Cooking with Sarah.
Yeah, the link is in the chat somewhere. But yeah, the tattoos, I'm pretty sure, hey Randy, would be a problem. But if they were, like, they're only allowed to roll their sleeves up to here anyways, and then the rest of them is covered. So as long as they're like here somewhere, it might be okay. Probably would be okay. I'm not quite sure. Sarah, plug your channel too. Yeah, Randy, we did earlier. We talked about that and put a link in the chat. Does the Amish Jesus let you have Netflix? Jesus. No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Amish people don't have TV.
Well, we gotta go.
Thank you. Yeah.
Chat Mike.
Shane is in summertime, whole town was yard sale, and lots of Amish buy things from our town. Amish people love going yard sailing. That's definitely a sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you live in a town, if I can talk, if you live in a town close to Amish people and you have a community yard sale, you are sure to see lots of Amish people there
Yeah.
because they love yard sales.
Thank you, Tim. Camera facing.
Whoa!
What was that? Your
My
mic thing fell down. All right. We gotta go.
go. It's time to go to bed. Have a good evening and need to sleep. Yes, Donald, so do we. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you on the next video.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys for watching. I mean, this would be very awkward if it's just us.
Yeah.
Sitting here talking.
If you're not subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing.
Yeah, we need
that
to
helps us get out there.
I want to get to 1 million. Hey, Tim Yoder. We're just jumping off of here. But, 100,000 soon. That's the goal. But yeah, we've got to go. And we definitely want to do more live stream. We were talking about that. So,
yes.
We're going to try to do more of like every once a month, Friday night or something. So,
yeah. All right. We're going to hop off. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye-bye. It's tough. I don't want to quit. We're still live.
Just shut it off. Good night. Peace out.
Peace out. Bye. Do that. It's for peace out. Ka-ching.